Hello and welcome back. So joining me back on Star Trek Fleet Command, we are about to commence a video on the current state of the game, where we think it's going to eventually go after this arc, what things we're going to look forward to hopefully for the rest of or the coming months ahead, what things you're hoping to see, and a few of the sort of the things that I think the game is sort of lacking at the moment. So I just want to put out there, as we are now 13 subscribers away from hitting 1,000 subscribers. So thank you to all the new subscribers over literally the last month, which has been absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, just keep pushing, keep hitting that subscribe button for me, and I'm sure we'll get to 1,000 hopefully in the coming weeks. At latest, hopefully the end of next month. But yeah, so keep pushing it, and thank you for all the support in the meantime. So moving on to this video, where the game is at the moment. So currently, obviously, as you can see, we're currently in the tail end now of the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass itself has got 5 days to go. I'm actually a little bit behind in the Battle Pass because I actually forgot 2 days. I forgot to complete 1 day completely, just completely forgot to do it. And then another day, I only actually got half of the requirements because, again, I forgot to. It was the mining event, and I forgot to take the mining off before the timer run out, which is one of the features that I want to talk about, and I want it to be implemented into the game in the future. Whether they will or not, obviously, is yet to be seen. But hopefully, they will do something on the lines of that. And my feature that I'm going to talk about is going to be the mining reset sort of feature. So basically all it is if I send this to the mine, for example, if this mine was to run dry like this one has, then instead of keeping you on the mine, it would just auto kick you off the mine. Therefore, there would be no need to attack other players. There would be no need to reset the mines like this one, for example, or anything on the lines of that, because it would just auto kick you and it would auto reset itself. And then all you need to do is go back on it. Or alternatively, the other way of doing this would be to let the mine run dry, keep you on the mine, but instead of you having to go off the mine and then back onto the mine, when you actually click it, like in this window, there was a little reset button and you just click reset and it would auto reset your ship to run on the mine again at a full, obviously, 30,000 complement, which is what this one holds specifically. That's what I would personally love to see in the game. Let me know your thoughts down below on that one. But yeah, the current Battle Pass, going back into it, the rewards, again, are pretty decent. They're not incredibly hard. The events themselves are, again, not incredibly hard. There's only one event that I dislike massively, and that is the Stellar, well, pretty much just the Stellar event. And to be honest, I actually did, well, no, so there's two I dislike. One is where you've got to hit the Eclipse with the Stellar, and pretty much you're going to use one of these three systems up here to do so, because it's the easiest, in my opinion, unless you have a really, really high Stellar, obviously. And then the other one is the Worms one, where you got to go to one of these or one of the the lesser systems and hit some form of worm. And to be honest, it's not a very hard one, the worm one, as such, in terms of the points that you need. But to actually destroy the worms, you need a relatively powerful ship to do it. So the lower level players are going to be there for quite a long time. I know the requirements are not as high, i.e. the points, but you're going to be there for quite a long time if you have to hit, loads of little ones, because you're not getting many points for it. And to be honest, it needs addressing. The whole point system and the way that the points work out in this game need addressing, in my opinion. I think they just need to up the points. If they're going to keep the thresholds the same, so have it at 1,000 points required, but up the amount of points you get per attack on a ship, even if it's only by a few, that few will add up eventually to be quite substantial, therefore not having to spend literally hours just grinding out hostiles, for example, like in Hostile Hunt used to be, or Faction Hunt used to be. That used to be absolutely ball aching, and to be honest, I actually now just refuse to do it because I can't spend 2 hours just grinding that out. It's just something I can't do. So that's another thing that I think they should address in the future. Just a little change to up the point system, and that would be absolutely spectacular to see. Another thing, I wish the exocomps had more of an impact in the game. I think they're probably underutilized at the moment by pretty much, I'd say probably 70% of the players, because they're there and whatever sort of thing. They don't really last very long in terms of the length of time. And then you've also got to factor in the fact that when you activate something, it has to also, your ship can't have left your base yet, which is, in my opinion, a load of bullshit. And they should have it where you can just activate it anywhere in the galaxy. And not only that as well, the fact that when you activate it from your base, you know, the place that you might be going to, say, do some mining or something like that, it could be 10 minutes, 12, 15 minutes of flying time as such. And that's 15 minutes. I mean, if yours is only for an hour and you have to fly 15 minutes, well, you've only got 45 minutes on the node, and then that's it. You got to, you know, that timer then runs out, and it's just, they need to just be able to activate these from anywhere in the galaxy. I know there's warp speed ups to help you get there faster, but again, it's just a waste. The fact that you got to activate then 2, well, you can't even activate 2 because you only have 1 slot, so you can't activate this and activate a warp so you get there faster and don't waste, say, 10 to 15 minutes of that mining time. And that's something that I personally think they need to address. They also need to add a few more in here that are actually relevant to the game, like pretty, you know, some actual good ones. More mining ones would be nice, of higher rates than 30%. I'm sure there is. I just personally don't have them because I don't have many exocomps itself. They need to add, obviously, more combat stuff. Again, I don't have the whole list again, so I do know that there is more, but obviously I'm just looking at certain things, and I think that, to be honest, would really sort of alleviate a lot of the problems with regards to the exocomps not being used or utilized as much as they could be, is the fact that you can't activate them everywhere. And to be honest, they're not very obvious. There's a little tiny button, and most of the time, personally, I forget when I'm doing research over here, and I just forget to activate them. What it should say in the research, when you go to do it, it should have like a little button that refers you to the exocomps here that goes, do you want to activate an exocomp to assist this or something? You click on it, you activate it if you have it. If you don't, you just can't, and then you move on, and then you can do whatever you want when you activate the research. Something like on the lines of that would be massively beneficial. When it comes to the syndicate, I wish this flashed every time the daily chest came available, because again, it's very, very easy to forget to do. So I wish that flashed or did something to be when it was available. And the number one pet peeve that I have with this game, and I really do hope they basically have a setting to be able to get rid of it, is the notifications that pop up every now and again when you obviously hit anything, do anything, and a notification appears at the top. I really, really hope they put it in the settings that you can get rid of it, because it is such a ball ache to see, and to be honest, it just gets in the way most of the time, and I end up clicking it by accident, and yeah, it's just not amazing. And then the last but not least, what they've done here with the chest, or the loyalty chest, is very, very good. The way they've structured it is very, very good. So you now have to obviously do the other 2, which gets you, or the 7-day one, which obviously you just do by collecting your daily rewards. So you get these, you get 14, which is obviously 2 weeks worth. And then by doing that, 2 weeks worth, or getting 4 altogether, you can then buy 1 chest, or 8 alternatively, which is basically 8 weeks worth. you can get 2 chests. And the good thing about this is not only do you get these resources, you also get obviously access to the 7-day resources as well. However, I personally think this needs updating. We're now, what are we, 3 years into the game? 3 years into the game now, and it's just out of date. They need to increase the amount of crystals, gas and ores, 3 stars. As I've spoke about in another video, these are the main resources people are getting bottlenecked on. And now that we have level 60s in the game, or level 50 to 60 in the game, these need to be readily available. We have tier 5 ships now, or 5-star, whatever you want to call them, ships. These need to be more accessible, in my opinion. So they need to be upped. The rares need to be upped as well. And the whole pack just needs a refresh. Carol needs to be upgraded as well to an actual, a more modern sort of better character as well. Or alternatively, just put it someone else in. Have it on a rotating thing so every pack always rotates the character that you get in it. Something like that. Saves you getting the same character over and over and over again. Same with the Devore. Something like that. That needs to be changed, because why can't you just get like a Vidar blueprints or Discovery blueprints or any of the special ships, which is like this. Just have them in and have it on a rotating cycle where you just get them ships. And every time you get one chest, the next chest will be a different character, and that next chest will be different. And just have 4 chests that are different people and ships. And then that would accommodate for essentially your 4 months worth of characters, essentially. So it would be on a 4-month cycle, which would be then 3 times, obviously, a year you would get that one thing. But it's something else, because at the end of the day, you can get these pretty much in the other stores and the packs. And this whole thing just needs updating, in my opinion. Please let me know your thoughts down below of all the things that you want to see changed. We'll wrap the video up there because it's gone on quite long enough. So let me know what your thoughts are, what you want to see come into the game, what you think of the Battle Pass and the way that it's gone, and the events in particular, and the way that they've been run over the last, or the way they've gone over the last sort of couple of months. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get us to 1,000 subscribes in hopefully the next couple of weeks. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.